Welcome back to Wealth Master. Today, we're diving into something crucial, something that could change the way you approach success forever. What if I told you the key to success wasn't just hard work, dedication, or ambition? It's something much simpler. The key is learning to keep your mouth shut. Now, I know that sounds a little harsh, but stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand how silence could be your greatest asset on the road to success. Let me ask you something. How often do you find yourself sharing your plans, ambitions, or goals with others? We all do it, right? It feels good. Sharing your dreams gives you this sense of excitement and accomplishment. But here's the thing. Talking about it won't make you successful. Taking action will. When you constantly talk about your goals, two things happen. First, not everyone wants to hear it. Your friends, colleagues, even family members may seem interested, but trust me, not everyone is cheering for you. Some may even resent it. Second, and this is the real kicker, when you talk about your goals, you're giving yourself a premature sense of success. You get that dopamine rush just from saying it out loud, like you've already achieved something. But in reality, nothing's changed. I'll give you an example from my own life. I used to be a big talker. I'd tell anyone who would listen about my plans to be the best at everything. Basketball, math, music, you name it. I loved the idea of being the best. But guess what? That's all it was, an idea. I talked about it endlessly, but my actions didn't match my words. I'd go home, relax, play video games, and completely forget about all the ambitions I had so passionately shared just hours earlier. The sad truth? I wasn't doing the work. And when people asked me how I was progressing, I'd lie. I pretended like I was improving, but deep down, I knew I wasn't putting in the effort. Why? Because talking about success felt easier than actually chasing it. Here's the real danger. Every time you talk about your plans without taking action, you're losing a bit of your drive. Your motivation dies down because in your mind, you've already achieved something just by talking about it. Worse, you're not just revealing your plans to friends, you're revealing them to everyone, including people who may not have your best interests at heart. Your so-called enemies or competitors can disguise themselves as friends, waiting for you to slip up. They'll ask how things are going, not out of genuine interest, but to catch you in a lie or highlight your lack of progress. The more you talk, the more vulnerable you become. So here's the truth I had to learn the hard way. It's time to stop talking and start working. Now let's get practical. How do you stop the talking and actually start seeing results? One of the best ways to keep yourself on track is to write it down. Grab a journal, a piece of paper, or even a note on your phone, and jot down your goals. Writing them down makes them tangible. You can look at them, revisit them, and they serve as a constant reminder without needing to share them with the world. Next, try keeping your ambitions private unless absolutely necessary. Sure, in some situations, you'll need to talk about your goals, like when you're prospecting for business or introducing yourself professionally. But even then, keep it brief. Don't overshare. I used to work as an insurance agent, and my mentor gave me an invaluable piece of advice. He said, "You don't need to tell everyone you meet about your job. Just add it to your bio or mention it when you have to. Let your work speak for itself." And that's key. Let your results do the talking. When people see your success, they'll be drawn to it. You won't have to convince anyone how great you are, because your achievements will speak for themselves. Think about it. What's more impressive? A person who constantly talks about how hard they're working, or the person who stays quiet, keeps their head down, and suddenly achieves something incredible? It's the silent achievers who leave the biggest impact. The ones who let their actions define them, not their words. You might be wondering, is it ever okay to share your plans? Sure, but with caution. Share only when necessary, and even then, keep it brief and grounded in reality. When you're in the middle of the process, focus on the work, not the praise. Success isn't built on talking about what you're going to do. It's built on actually doing it. Every hour you spend talking about your plans is an hour you could have spent working on them. So what's the takeaway? Shut your mouth and start working. That's the key. Silence your need for validation and let the world see your results when the time is right. Be the person whose success speaks louder than their words ever could. Thanks for watching Wealth Master. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what goal you're silently working on. Remember, let your work do the talking. See you in the next video.